Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do. If it doesn't resonate with you, if you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. If you are someone that uses subliminals, overnight affirmations, or just likes ambient music to fall asleep to or to meditate with, definitely check out the other channel. That channel is always linked in the description box below. Let's go ahead and let's begin. Okay. Taking a step aside. And allowing Spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay. Someone here, you're trying to discern something. Okay, the collective that this message is coming through for, it feels like we're trying to discern something here. We're trying to analyze something inside of ourselves in terms of what it is that we have to offer. Okay, so this is very specific. I feel like there's someone here that's questioning themselves, right? Am I really ready to do this? Am I prepared for this? Or am I just having, for example, am I just having doubts because I question my own value, or I question my own self-efficacy? Am I suffering from like imposter syndrome, right? There's something about that that's coming through here. What is it that I'm actually doing? Am I right about this grand thing, or am I right that I actually have a healing ability, or can I actually do this? It's all that, like all of that class of like questioning, self-questioning. And I do notice that on the bottom, it is the self that's showing up. And that's left over from a previous reading. So there's this, I don't know why I'm getting caught on it. I'm getting very, very caught on this energy. And maybe that's because that's how you feel, whoever this message is for. Like you're getting caught on your own energy, or you're getting stuck. That's what it is. It's stuck. It's a feeling of being stuck. I'm going to say this, this is just a really brief aside because something jumped out at me, and I just heard something about this that I have never seen before. And if you look at this card and you look around the arm and the hand, you can see kind of like this haze around it. It's from whatever image this is actually taken from before they added the colors on it. It's like the etheric layer of the aura. I just heard emotional body of the aura. So there may be some sort of, our emotional body has not caught up to the things that we've intellectually learned and understood about ourselves, right? So someone here with that self card showing up, you're on this journey of self-love. You are on a journey of really understanding yourself and authenticating and valuing yourself, right? But there's still this temptation of holding ourselves back because we haven't fully integrated all of that. So that's why it's showing up here as the emotional body. Our emotional body is still processing some things. And so this thing that you're trying to discern, it's almost like is it my perception? Is it my perception, and am I seeing something clearly with this illuminated eye, or is it something in the past that's dead? That's kind of the question that someone's asking. Like, am I behaving this way because of trauma, or am I not believing in myself because I am, I was raised not to believe in myself? Or is it that I'm questioning things because I truly don't have anything to offer here? It's something like that. Okay, so that's the energy that we're working with here. So whoever that collective is, that's who this reading is for. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to say this too, because I feel like I keep making a little bit of progress or being about to, and then I just get stuck. And then I'm about to, and then I get stuck. Okay. Where am I even going here? Like, this energy's serious. Analysis paralysis a little bit, right? We have Mikamuckle, and he showed up yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It might have been 2 days ago. And this is where we just do it, right? We just do it. And we understand that we're going to get knocked around along the way, you know, that everything isn't always going to be, you know, 100%. And we might fall and fail a couple of times, but we keep getting up and we doing it. Because the point isn't whether you're ready or not. The point is, what are you passionate about? When I started the other tarot channel, right, so the some of you guys, I just plugged it, if you guys are aware of the other channel, that actually started off as a tarot channel before Witch and Scythe, and I had that channel for about 2 years, and I was not prepared when I started that. I actually put it off for a couple of years, and because I was waiting for when I'm ready, when am I going to be ready, and then at some point I realized you're never going to feel like you're ready. If you are the type of person who, you know, you were criticized or knocked down all the time by you know, different people growing up, for example, you're never going to feel like you're ready until you get into the habit of just doing things, and then you will always feel ready. I never felt ready for anything. So when I first started doing that channel, I had to embody this energy, right? I had to do it because I love doing tarot. You know, screw what anybody else thinks or anybody else's judgments of me, which that wasn't that difficult for me. Anyway, but it was more, you know, am I faking it, right? Am I being fake? Am I being fake? Am I even ready to be up here reading tarot? And the answer was yes. The thing is that when you're used to being in that behavior pattern and that viewpoint, you can't see it, right? You get better as you go also. So allow yourself that space to say, I'm going to do it just because this is what I love to do, and people can enjoy the level that I'm at and they can grow with me, or they can decide I'm not at the level that they're at and they can go, and that's absolutely fine, right? As I say to many people who for some reason feel the need to comment in my comments that they're about to unsubscribe, it's not a hostage situation, right? It's not that you're going out and you're expecting all these people to cling to you and gravitate towards you. You're doing it because you want to. Remember that that's your goal. You're doing something that you love. That's also the message of Ilbe the Retriever here. Ilbe the Retriever is about remembering what it is that you love. It's about being loyal to those things. So whatever is going on here, remember, that's a trap of the ego, right? We feel that we have to be the best, or we feel that we have to be like so-and-so over there. We feel like we have to feel better about it. And you will feel better about doing new things when you get in the habit of doing new things. But until you're in the habit of putting yourself out there and doing the new things, you will always feel unprepared. So you can continue to live your life feeling unprepared about everything and never doing anything, or you can just do it, right? Nike that shit. All right, let's see. Sky Dancer, surrender. Yeah. So I am going to say this. When we have that energy knocking around also, that is a form of resistance, right? It's resisting the call. It's resisting the thing that we're passionate about. It's resisting our own authenticity. And so this card here is the card of surrender. Notice how this little, I don't know why she's kind of creepy to me, but notice how she has the spine, and the spine is starting to like form, right? It's like unformed a little bit and it's starting to form. This is where we get our strength from, is by doing the things that we're uncomfortable doing and allowing ourselves to grow into that new version of ourselves. And then we stack on that and we stack on that. And this is how we evolve as people. This is how we go from who we've been. If we feel like we've been ineffective in our life, if we feel like we haven't been actualized, if we feel like you know, we've never really gotten anywhere, the way that you get somewhere is by just doing the things. Understand that some of those things may fail, right? Some of them may fail. I don't want to say they will fail, because, you know, we're not trying to plant limiting beliefs here. But if they do, that's not a big deal. That's not the point. The point was that you did something that you loved, right? If you can get that mindset and understand that, you know, fairness is a concept for children. Fairness is not an actual thing out in the world. Fairness is a human construct. And this idea of things being fair or working out for us the way that we always want them to. That comes when you understand how to stack that spine and you understand how to completely unleash your self-sovereignty into the universe. Until you get to that point, it's okay to fall, it's okay to fail, it's okay to, bruise yourself here and there, and to not feel that that means that you suck, or that it means that, you shouldn't be doing this, or that that's a closed door. When we look at things in such finite definitions, and we take everything so serious, we don't get anywhere, right? And this is why Mika Muckle, despite his bruised up knees and his red elbows and his like bashed up face with those cute little teeth, this is why oh, I just can't stop looking at me. This is one of the reasons why it's really important to take on this energy. It's really important to just learn to laugh, learn to play, learn to be not so serious about our failures, about our successes, right? Everything is a learning experience, and the more you learn, the better you get. And some of us have a lot of learning to do before we get better. And it'll be the retriever, this is just about being loyal to what you love. All of life should be about being loyal to what you love. If we did that, we would be right on course, but we wind up getting swayed by the opinions of others, or the input of others, or the closed doors, or the seeming, disastrous consequences of following the things that we love. And that is what really takes us off course, right? It's what builds those walls and those boxes around ourselves. Whoever this message is for, whatever it is that you're considering, right? Whether it's a healing business, or if it's going for a particular degree, or if it's going for, whatever the case is, do it because you love it. Don't do it because you're worried about failure or success, or if you're ready, or, any of that stuff. Spend your time in your life being worried about filling it with the things that you love, not with filling it with success. That shit's going to fade away when you die, right? But having authenticated yourself, those are the things that are going to come with you after, right? So there's also this energy that's coming through here that I do want to point out. Someone here, there's this pilgrimage energy coming up, and I am seeing in the background of my mind, I don't know how to explain that, I'm seeing a mountain. And I don't know what mountain this is, but someone here, there's been a pull or a tug while you've been going through this, or maybe it's not, maybe that is what this is, that you want to go visit a particular mountain, and I'm seeing a very high mountain. There's a confirmation coming for you that you should do that, you need to do that. I don't know if it's climbing it, I don't know if it, I don't know what it is, maybe it's leading an event there, and you're hesitant to do so. There is something about that that's coming through here. Remember, it's not about how well it goes. It's not about any of that. I hate saying that, especially if you're going to go climbing. There's somebody else who you're going. This is so out of left field, but I'm going to say it because it's coming through. If you're a rock climber and you're going rock climbing, if you have a faulty piece of equipment, please leave that at home. Don't tell yourself it'll be okay. So this is about stepping out on the valley of the quest, and it definitely does come with some growing pains because it's going to be very uncomfortable. But here, this card that comes up is forgiveness, and I'm not seeing it as forgiveness. I'm seeing this hand open up so that this bird can fly. What we're doing is notice the hands that are offering things, or the hands that are holding things here. There's so many hands showing up in this, right? Once we kind of open up that part of ourself that we're locking in, and we're keeping it locked in because we're saying, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I should, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I'm ready, right? And once we open that up and we allow that part of ourself to step out onto its path, onto this valley of the quest, this is when we start to receive. We can't receive in the way that maybe our soul wants to receive certain things if we're always keeping our soul caged. So whoever this message is for, this Mika Muckle is very clear in conjunction to this. have a playful heart. Don't take it so seriously. Be lighthearted. Allow yourself to fall. Allow yourself to conceive that you might not fall. Allow yourself to go into a situation or an experience or on a path that you've never experienced before, so that that inner child part of yourself can really light up, so that it can say, I've done this. But allow yourself to explore. Allow yourself to, some of you, whatever it is that you are trying to embark on, that is your pilgrimage, right? Especially with the Valley of the Quest. This is how you honor the divine, is by doing that healing business, or by, I don't know why that's one that comes up. So I think a lot of you may be kind of hem-hawing about that, right? You might be a little worried about actually being prepared for that. There's this idea inside the spiritual community that we have to have all the papers and we have to have all the certificates that other people that we've seen have had. And that's not the case. Obviously stay within legal parameters so that you don't, get in trouble. That's obvious. Here, what I am seeing, there's something very ephemeral about this energy. There's a few of you who the thing that you're trying to offer, it's not going to be with you forever if you don't use it, right? A lot of this stuff is like muscles. If we don't use them, they go away. So there's an ephemeral quality to this. It's almost like there's a window of opportunity that may pass for someone as well. And whoever this message is for, if that's true for you, you're going to know it, right? You're going to be like, oh, I was given this opportunity. I only have so long to decide before something else happens that's going to distract me, right? Something like that. So whoever this message is for, I'm going to leave this here. I got caught up on this in a few places, so I understand that analysis paralysis, or that self-doubt, is real. There's a lot of things that I was questioning as I was saying it inside of this reading, so I know that must be something that someone is really, really struggling with. So if that's you, just remember, a lot of us go through that. In fact, most of us go through that. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience that once you get up there and you start going through that energy, and you start not listening to it, and you allow yourself to push past it, which only happens by, for me, I have to write lists. And I have to write, this is what I'm doing today to bring me one step closer. And I make sure I do everything off that list. It's a personal promise I make to myself, is that everything on that list gets crossed off by the end of the week or at the end of the day, whatever kind of list I'm writing. And that's the only way I ever accomplished anything. And once I got used to doing that, it's not difficult for me now to go out and do things that, like the heights. It's not difficult for me to go out and do things that are scary for me, or that I don't necessarily think I'm equipped to do, because you are equipped to do them, right? That's why you want to do them. You may not be equipped like the next person. You may not be as equipped as you would like to be, but that doesn't mean that you don't have a right to explore it. And if you have the bravery to explore it and to invite other people to explore it with you, then you're doing the thing. And that's exactly, that's exactly kind of what I'm seeing here, is if you don't feel grown enough to be able to do the thing, just do the thing and let other people come explore with you. So whoever this message is for, I hope this resonates. I'm going to leave this here. If it does, please hit that like button. Feel free to leave me a comment. And until next time.